Hello, this is Bruce Duboff of the New Jersey Association of School Librarians, and I'm in the office of one of my libraries today, the Pennsauken Intermediate School, and I'm here to talk to you about a book that I just read called Freaks by Kieran Larwood. And Larwood is an English author, so there's a lot of things English in this book, but so is J.K. Rowling, and I think she did pretty well for herself, so maybe we should trust Mr. Larwood. But great book. I really enjoyed it a lot, and it takes place in Victorian London in 1851. And as the title says, it's really about a group of people in a freak show. Our main character is named Sheba, and she's a wolf girl. And she does have a furry face, and she does get claws, and she gets some super strength, and she has special senses of smell, which is really the most important thing. And she is sold to a freak show called Plump Scuttle's Peculiars, and then she falls in with this whole other big group of freaks. And frankly, although it doesn't sound all that comfortable, this is the first time she's had friends in her life, and for her, it's a real adventure. We have a Mama Rat, and she trains 6 rats to do pretty amazing things. We have Sister Moon, and she's a ninja and very secretive. We have Monkey Boy, who kind of looks like what he is and what his name is, and he throws horrible stink bombs made of poo. And we have Gigantus, who is kind of what he sounds like. He's a giant, but he also has a little bit of an embarrassing secret, which we kind of find out later, which I find is very entertaining. So, as I say, it takes place in Victorian London in 1851, and Sheba befriends one of the mudlarks. Now, the mudlarks were girls and boys who used to wade through the mud in order to be able to find some treasure so that they could survive, so their family could survive. It was the only work they could find was they just, waded through the muck. And one day, this girl Till, who Sheba meets and really kind of likes, one day she's attacked by something in the water. Now, there are eels in the water, but not much can live in this horrible, polluted, filthy, smelly water. But here's what happens. This is from page 37. As she stared down at it, a puff of smoke jetted from the end she was holding. It burned her hands, making her let go with a shriek. She fell backwards, smack, into the mud. But the eel pipe was still moving. Even though she was no longer pulling it, the thing was pushing its way out of the mud. And then she saw another, and another, 10 more of the things, all puffing out little bursts of steam that mixed with the stinking fog. "What in blazes are you?" Till managed to shout, although it came out more as a squeak. The mud beneath the pipes was rising up now, as something pushed its way to the surface. What pushed its way to the surface? What's going on? Why are little children disappearing from Victorian London? And what is that smell? Well, if you want to find out, read Freaks by Kieran Larwood. And the one thing that I really liked about this book is I've taught my students for years that smell is the most important sense when it comes to writing. Kieran Larwood really understands that. And a lot of this book, because Sheba has an enhanced sense of smell, a lot of this book is about the smells of Victorian London. And frankly, I find that very fascinating. And boy, does it stink. Whew, boy, did it stink back then. And I found that the narration was a lot of fun too. We mostly hear the story through Sheba's eyes and through her perspective. But every once in a while, the narrator will shift just to give us a little humorous look at something else. And like I say, for an author I'd never heard of, and I don't know how many books this author's written before, but Freaks, pretty good book. And I'm not a fantasy fan, as you may know from my other reviews. I do not like fantasy much. And this it wasn't all that fantastic, frankly. It was just a great adventure story. So this is Bruce Duboff from the New Jersey Association of School Librarians saying, keep on reading, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.